Hey there, what's up? Tired of seeing your English texts being ignored? Feel like something is missing for your writing to really shine? I know exactly how it is. I've seen many good people lose precious points on the IELTS and even incredible opportunities because of a silent killer that haunts writing in English. The truth is, without the right techniques, your impeccable grammar and vast vocabulary may not be enough. The good news is, there's a solution. In this video, I'm going to show you how to master the IELTS descriptors, improve your vocabulary, use adjectives and adverbs with mastery, and much more. Get ready to transform your writing and finally achieve your goals. The secrets you need are here at Learn English Secrets. Watch until the end and you won't suffer anymore with weak and unimpactful texts. Your writing will never be the same. And if you want more tips and secrets to boost your English, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Master these techniques and your writing will go from basic to incredible. So, let's go! IELTS Descriptors. Let's now chat about something super important for those who are preparing for the IELTS, the descriptors. Imagine they are like the treasure map for your English test. They show you exactly what the evaluators are looking for. The IELTS descriptors are like a secret guide that reveals the evaluation criteria. They give you the path to shine in grammar, ace the vocabulary, have an impressive coherence, and a cohesion to envy. Understanding these criteria is like having a GPS that takes you straight to success. You'll know exactly where to focus your efforts and how to direct your energy. It's like having an X-ray that shows where you need to improve and where you're already doing well. The clarity of the objectives is the key to identify your strengths and weaknesses. It's as if you had a magic mirror that shows you exactly what you need to improve. Without this clarity, you may end up spending time and energy on things that won't help you so much. The division of the criteria allows you to focus on specific areas. It's as if you had a toolkit with each essential piece to build a perfect essay. Each category represents a fundamental aspect of effective writing. Being attentive to these descriptors prepares you for the real challenges of the test. It's like you're training for a marathon, knowing exactly what awaits you on the course. The preparation becomes more directed and aligned with international standards. This familiarity opens the doors to improve your writing consistently. It's as if you had a foolproof cake recipe, which guarantees a delicious result every time you prepare it. Explore each criterion to transform your strategies and achieve incredible results. Think that every detail counts. Each comma, each word, each sentence, everything has a weight in the evaluation. And if you know how to use each of these elements in your favor, my dear, nobody can stop you. It's as if you were assembling a puzzle. Each piece has its place, and when you put them all together in the right way, the final image is simply sensational. And the best of all is that with time, you will become faster and more efficient in this process. So don't underestimate the power of the IELTS descriptors. They are the key for you to unlock your maximum potential and conquer the grade you've always dreamed of. And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you study and dedicate yourself, the closer you will be to achieve your goals. Grammar base. Mastering grammar is the pillar for clear and correct texts. It's as if it were the foundation of a house. If it's not solid, the whole house can collapse. The control of verb tenses and syntactic structure reduces ambiguities and ensures that your message is understood in the way you want. Practicing grammatical rules strengthens the accuracy in writing. Constant exercises help in the internalization of the basic rules of the language. Familiarity with grammatical structures favors the construction of complex sentences. This gives you confidence when elaborating well-founded arguments. It's as if you had an arsenal of tools at your disposal, ready to be used in any situation. A solid grammatical foundation opens space for the natural flow of writing. Textual clarity is essential to maintain the reader's attention. Investing time in review and grammatical study results in more precise texts. It's as if you were polishing a precious stone. Each small adjustment brings a visible improvement in the quality of the essay. Every detail makes the difference. Think that grammar is like an instruction manual. It tells you how to use the words in the correct way to build sentences that make sense. And the more you practice, the easier it gets to follow these instructions. And you know what's cooler? When you master grammar, you feel much more confident when writing. You don't need to worry about whether you are using the right word or whether the sentence is correct. You simply write with security and fluency. So, if you really want to master English, don't neglect grammar. Dedicate some time to study the rules, do exercises, and review your texts. And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you dedicate yourself, the faster you will master grammar and become an expert in English. And hey, what is the biggest difficulty you find when studying grammar? Share it here in the comments. Who knows, we can give you an extra help. Powerful vocabulary. Expanding your vocabulary enhances the expressiveness of the texts. It's as if you had an infinite palette of colors at your disposal, allowing you to paint a vivid and detailed picture with your words. Varied words enrich communication and make writing more attractive. Knowing synonyms and antonyms avoids monotonous repetitions. This diversity allows choices that better reflect nuances of meaning. It's like having a wardrobe full of options, allowing you to choose the perfect outfit for each occasion. Applying words in real contexts strengthens learning. Practical examples fix the new expressions in your repertoire in a natural way. Using robust vocabulary is a differential in formal evaluations. It's like wearing a well-cut suit in a job interview. It causes a great first impression, demonstrates mastery of the language and versatility in written communication. The habit of reading and listening to varied content expands your lexical base. Incorporating authentic expressions, you make the writing richer and more engaging. And you know what's cooler? When you have a vast vocabulary, you feel much more confident when communicating. You don't need to look for the right word. It simply comes to your mind naturally. So, if you really want to master English, don't forget to invest in your vocabulary. Read books, watch movies and series, listen to podcasts, and talk to native speakers. And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you expose yourself to the language, the faster you will expand your vocabulary and become a master of communication. Tone and audience. Adapting your style according to the audience is essential. It's like choosing the right outfit for each occasion. You're not going to wear a suit to go to the beach, right? Defining whether the text will be informal or formal directs the proper use of expressions. Choosing the right tone avoids mixtures that can confuse the reader. It's like mixing salt and sugar in the same recipe. The result can be disastrous. The coherence in style guarantees a more fluid and impactful communication. Reflecting on who will receive the message helps to select precise words. It's like choosing a gift for someone. You need to think about the person's tastes and preferences. This shows respect and adaptability to the context of each situation. The harmony between the tone and the objective of the text enriches the argumentation. Knowing how to adjust the tone improves the connection with the reader. This tune ensures that the message is received according to your intention. Think that the tone is like your voice in writing. It transmits your personality, your emotions, and your intention. And the audience is your public, the people who will read your text. And you know what's cooler? When you get the tone and the audience right, you can create a much stronger connection with your readers. They feel understood and valued, which increases the impact of your message. So, if you really want to stand out in writing in English, don't forget to take into consideration the tone and the audience. Think about who you are writing to, what is your objective, and what is the best way to transmit your message. Adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives detail the nouns and bring more color to the descriptions. It's like adding spices to a dish. They enhance the flavor and make the experience more enjoyable. They help to paint a more vivid and dynamic picture for the reader. Adverbs qualify the verbs, enriching the reported actions. This allows you to transmit nuances and intensify characteristics with subtlety. Using these resources with balance avoids overload in the text. Excessive fashionism can harm clarity and make reading tiring. Combining adjectives and adverbs with criterion improves expressiveness. The good choice of the descriptive elements enriches the whole narrative. Investing in improving your use of these terms expands your communication capacity. With practice, you become more assertive and engaging when describing scenes and feelings. Think that adjectives are like the brushes of your painting, allowing you to paint each detail with precision. And adverbs are like the special effects of your movie, adding emotion and impact to the scenes. And you know what's cooler? When you master the use of adjectives and adverbs, you can express yourself with much more clarity, precision, and emotion. Your texts become more interesting, engaging, and memorable. So, if you really want to stand out in writing in English, don't forget to study and practice the use of adjectives and adverbs. Observe how they are used in texts of different styles and try to incorporate them into your own creations. And hey, are you enjoying the tips? If you are already feeling more confident to use adjectives and adverbs in your texts, don't forget to give that like on the video. This way, I know that you are liking the content and motivate me to bring even more incredible tips for you. Efficient connectors. You know, one thing that makes all the difference when writing in English is knowing how to use connectors. Think of them as the glue that joins the ideas, you know? They ensure that your text flows like a calm river without those stones that make us stumble. They are very important to organize the thought in a logical way. You know when you have several ideas in your head and don't know where to start? Connectors are like a map that guides you, showing the right way to connect everything clearly and efficiently. Expressions like moreover, however, and nevertheless are like traffic signs, you know? They indicate the direction that the text will take, whether adding information, showing an opposition, or presenting a conclusion. Without them, it's like driving in the dark without headlights. And don't think that it's just memorizing a list of connectors and that's it. No. The secret is to understand how they work and practice. The more you use them, the more natural it will become, and the easier it will be for your reader to understand you. The strategic use of connectors strengthens textual cohesion. When you use the right connectors, the sentences fit together, creating a harmonious and easy-to-understand text. It's as if you were building a bridge, connecting one point to the other safely and efficiently. They facilitate the transition between paragraphs and ideas. You know when you change the subject and it seems like the text jumps? With the right connectors, this transition becomes smooth and natural, as if you were sliding from one theme to another. Incorporating connectors consciously improves the overall clarity. When you use connectors intentionally, each sentence and each paragraph has a clear purpose, contributing to the overall message of the text. So, the next time you are writing in English, remember the connectors. They are your friends, your allies in the art of communicating clearly and effectively. Use them wisely and see your texts come to life. Organized paragraphs. One of the most important things to keep in mind when you are writing is the organization of your paragraphs. Think with me. Each paragraph is like a brick in the construction of a wall, and this wall is your text. If the bricks are not well placed, the wall collapses, right? Each paragraph should concentrate a single central idea. It's as if each of them was a small essay on a specific theme. This makes the message more direct and facilitates the reader's understanding. Imagine that each paragraph is a dish in a banquet, each with its unique and special flavor, but all contributing to a complete meal. Starting with a thematic sentence guides the structure of the content. This sentence is like the title of your paragraph. It sets the tone and directs what will be discussed. It's like starting a conversation with a friend. You already put the subject on the table so that he knows what you're going to talk about. And don't forget the examples and evidence inside each paragraph. They reinforce the argument. It's as if you were presenting evidence to a jury. Each detail counts to convince the reader that your idea is valid. The cohesion between the sentences makes the paragraph a unit of thought. A well-defined structure demonstrates your mastery and textual construction. Organizing the text in logical paragraphs creates a harmonious flow. This practice reflects maturity and clarity in writing, facilitating the argumentation. So, when you are writing, remember to organize your paragraphs carefully. Each should have a central idea, a clear thematic sentence, and examples that support your argument. And don't forget the cohesion between the sentences so that the text flows naturally and pleasantly. With this organization, your texts will be like works of art, easy to understand and appreciate. Evidence and arguments. Want to know how to make your English writing even more powerful and convincing? The key is to use evidence and solid arguments. Arguments based on evidence increase credibility. Imagine you're talking to someone and say, "I think it's gonna rain." Now imagine you say, "I think it's gonna rain because the sky is cloudy, the weather forecast indicated a high probability of rain, and I'm smelling wet earth in the air." Which of the two statements sounds more convincing? The second one, right? Because you presented evidence to support it. Using data, statistics, or references makes the discourse more solid. Phrases like "studies indicate that" enrich the argumentative content. They demonstrate research and commitment to the veracity of the information. It's as if you were saying, "I didn't take this out of my head. I researched, studied, and have proof of what I'm saying." Incorporating real facts and examples makes arguments more persuasive. It's like telling a story that really happened. People connect more easily and believe what you're saying. Arguments with a foundation reduce the possibility of questions. And speaking of evidence, what was the most compelling argument you've ever heard? Leave it in the comments. I want to know if you're experts at identifying a good argument. The precision and rigor in the presentation of evidence provokes confidence. Developing the ability to gather information from reliable sources enriches your writing. It's like building a castle. The more solid the stones, the stronger the construction. The practice of arguing with facts prepares you for challenges in any context. Whether it's to write an email, give a presentation, or participate in a discussion, knowing how to argue with evidence is a valuable skill that will open many doors for you. Critical review. You know, one of the most important steps, and one that many people ignore when writing in English, is critical review. Reviewing the text is vital to identify errors and inconsistencies. Reading carefully helps detect flaws that can compromise clarity. Reading aloud reveals rhythm and intonation problems. This method makes aspects perceptible that go unnoticed in silent reading. It's like listening to a song you already know, but paying attention to each note, each instrument. Correcting grammatical inaccuracies raises the level of professionalism. A revised text demonstrates care and respect for the reader. Identifying redundancies and repetitions improves the concision of the content. It eliminates unnecessary passages and makes the message more objective. Continuous review strengthens the habit of self-assessment. Improving the writing with each new reading results in a more polished and effective text. It's as if you were sculpting a statue. With each touch-up, it becomes more perfect. So don't forget the critical review. It is essential to ensure that your text is clear, concise, correct, and, above all, effective. Dedicate time to review your texts and see the difference it makes in your writing. Practical application. It's no use learning a bunch of rules and tips if you don't put them into practice, right? Practical application is the key to transforming theoretical knowledge into real skill. It's like learning to ride a bike. You can read all the books and watch all the videos, but you'll only really learn when you get on the bike and start pedaling. Putting the techniques into practice is essential for written evolution. Constantly exercising each concept strengthens confidence and textual ability. Regular essays and exercises solidify acquired knowledge. Sharing your texts and reflecting on the feedback received generates growth. Interacting with other writers brings new perspectives and improves your techniques. It's like participating in a study group. You'll learn from others, receive constructive criticism, and feel motivated to improve. Challenging yourself with varied themes expands your repertoire and critical vision. Each new subject will test your ability to integrate strategies creatively. It's like experimenting with new flavors in the kitchen. You discover new combinations, learn new techniques, and become a more complete chef. The conscious application of teachings transforms performance in writing. This dynamic process demonstrates your evolution and prepares you for greater challenges. It's as if you are climbing a mountain. With each step, you get closer to the top and feel more confident and accomplished. So don't be afraid to put into practice everything you've learned. Write, revise, share, ask for feedback, and challenge yourself with new themes. Constant practice is the secret to mastering the art of writing in English and achieving your goals. Conclusion. Hey everyone! Did you enjoy unraveling the secrets of writing in English? I hope so. Now your texts will take off and impress everyone. If this video helped you improve your writing, you already know what to do, right? Leave that hearty like to strengthen the channel and motivate me to bring even more incredible tips for you. And if you're not yet part of our learning community, click on the subscription button so you don't miss any English secrets. And as usual, let's test your listening and comprehension skills. Get your little fingers ready because it's time for our secret phrase. Write it down. To write like a master, adjectives must. So, what was your insight? Write what you understood and complete the phrase creatively here in the comments. I want to see your imagination flying high. And remember, with Learn English Secrets, mastering English is not a secret. It's pure strategy. Continue practicing and unlocking more Learn English Secrets through this video or this playlist right here. See you in the next video.